Bro, I had to end the live, bro. He's getting really drunk and rowdy, bro. I'm not in the mood to listen to it, bro. He's just getting very like angry and just loud, bro. You know. No offense to him, like. And then I hung up on him. He called me and I hung up, and then he keeps ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing. I had to block him temporarily. Here, Matthew, if you're listening to me, just chill out, bro. I know you might not want to talk about certain things, but like everyone has a voice here, and everybody's welcome. You know, maybe people don't want to listen to what I have to say. Maybe they don't want to listen to what you have to say. Maybe they don't want to listen to what anyone else has to say. But like, if you don't like it, then just leave and just accept it. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude to you, bro. I really care about you. You're a great person, but bro, you need to put away the bottle, bro. That's what you need to do, bro. Yeah, it was getting a bit much. It was giving me a headache. Like, I don't want to listen to this. I want to walk in peace. I don't want to listen to somebody screaming and repeating themselves constantly. Yeah, bro. He told me he has a drinking problem, bro. He's worse than me. Like he has a serious drinking problem. It's sad. It's sad. He seems like a nice guy, but when he gets really drunk, he can get really loud, if that makes sense. When he wakes up in the morning, he's so kind. He's always nice, but he just sometimes gets a bit too loud when he's drinking. Yeah. Bro, I'm gonna go to the Chinese, bro, and get the spice bag I was telling y'all about, bro. But I just need the shelter here because it's starting to fucking rain again. And by the time I get up to the Chinese, I'm gonna be soaked. So I want to wait for it to stop and calm down. I'm gonna go in that corner there, bro. Bro, is it just me or has YouTube changed how it functions? The comments are in the center of the screen. They used to be at the bottom of the screen, but now they're in the center. Sean, he was pissed off, yeah. Yeah, he's doing that because he's drunk. He doesn't do that when he's sober. When he gets really drunk, he just keeps talking over you and he won't give you a chance to speak. Like, I was trying to talk, and then he starts talking on top of me, and I'm like, for fuck's sake, man. What are you doing, bro? Chill out. Like, stop fucking over me, bro. And it's interrupting me. Like, it just got so annoying, bro. If he's like that now, he's gonna get worse. He's gonna get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And then he's gonna wake up in the morning. He's not gonna remember a thing. And then he's gonna say, "Oh, did I make a show of myself?" Where do you guys see the comments? Is it in the center of the screen or is it in the bottom of the screen? Right now, here on my screen, it's in the center. It was never like that before. So I think YouTube have updated YouTube and made it function different. It's a weird day today. We haven't had weather like this in a while. Like, it's been hot every day. But now, today, it's just like windy and just raining on and off, on and off. And the temperature has definitely dropped because I could feel the cold in the apartment with my t-shirt on. I was getting chilly. When I was on the phone to Matthew earlier, I was telling him I'm getting quite cold, my arms and stuff. It is disrespectful. But he never does it when it's when he gets really, really drunk. And he's like, I don't want to talk to Colorado people because they're very leftist. They hate Trump and they love the mass immigration and all that. And I'm like, okay, maybe that's true, but you can't say that for every single individual that lives in Colorado. Like, for example, there's a place called Limerick in Ireland, right? And it is very leftist and very pro-Palestine, and there's a lot of immigrants there. And a lot of them are leftist, but you can't say every single individual that lives there is. Maybe a lot of them are, but not everyone. He's just like very into politics. He's very pro-Trump, right-wing guy. He loves mass deportations, like... have different political views. Yeah. This is my view. Yeah, I think if immigrants want to come and want to like respect and like pay tax and give back to the country and not like commit crime time and time and time again and be a danger to society, I don't see a problem as long as it's not in huge large numbers like like the Irish become a minority in their own towns and villages. Because in America it's different. America's huge, but Ireland is small. You know, when Americans come over here, we want them to see the Irish culture. We don't want them to be like in a mixed place and be like, where's all the Irish people at? Of course you can have immigrants, but like, you know, you don't want it to be like super mixed because it's too small of a country, if that makes sense. Maybe you can have some places like that, but not absolutely everywhere, if that makes sense. Like if I go to China, I want to see the Chinese culture. If I go to Africa, I want to see the African culture. Like I feel sorry for Australia because like the real Australia is the Aborigines, you know, they were dark. Now it doesn't even feel like it. Now it's just like, I don't know, UK or Europe, whatever you want to call it, just in a different climate. That's all it is. So it's not about being racist, it's just my view. People can come if they respect, pay tax, work legally, but not in absolute crazy numbers, you know what I mean? Because let's be honest, if everybody was Irish and there was no one from any other country, that would just be wrong, like, you know what I mean? You can't deny people from wanting to move to a different place, and it would be boring as well. Everybody's Irish, you know? Some callers voted for Republicans, some voted for Democrats. Can somebody explain what Republicans and Democrats is? Because we don't have that here. We just have right wing, left wing. Right wing is the people that is like, you know, like you could say anti-immigrant, or you could just say they want control of their borders. They don't want mass immigration. You know, it depends. Some people would be right wing, but they'd be completely anti-immigrant altogether. Some people would be right wing, but they just want control over their borders. Not that they're anti-immigrant. They're just, you know, they want to preserve their culture and their country, and they don't want people to be coming in, scamming and leeching off the welfare system. You know, the leftists is like the people is like, oh, I think everyone has a right to come here. You know, everyone has a right to come here. Like, you know, no, I mean, they don't just have a right just to come here. Like, you know, you can't just let anybody into your home and open the door. Like, you know what I mean? You can't just move wherever you want. Like, they're all different kinds of people in Colorado. Yeah. Not tonight, probably. Probably in the morning when he wakes up. Or maybe if he fucking calms down. Maybe in a while, I'll tell him, look, bro, calm down, bro. I just need a break. I just need a break, bro. Like at least an hour break. Like I've been talking to him all day, bro. He's a nice guy. He lives with his mother. He looks after his mother. He has too much time on his hands. He has to stay that she doesn't. He has to stay in the house so she doesn't fall. She's 90 something. He's just at home all the time. He just wants to talk. I don't mind that, but you got to take a break sometimes. You know what I mean? He would talk for 10 hours straight on a phone call if he wanted to do that. He's a lovely guy, really, really kind, but you got to take a break sometimes, and especially when he's really, really drunk and talking constantly and shouting into the mic. You know. Yeah, bro, you need to calm down, bro. Macho, you're back. You just need to calm down, bro. You kept talking over me and talking over me and talking over me and talking over me. I couldn't get a word in, and I was getting a headache, bro. You were screaming, bro. Democrats trying to support an active government role in reducing inequality, expanding social programs, addressing climate change, and protecting civil rights for marginalized groups. Okay. Republicans generally favor limited government, lower taxes, free market economics. Okay, well, if that's the case, I would be Republican. Fully researched the sugar tax after finding out about it from you at the store today. We don't know why I'm mad at it for you. Okay. Don't know why. What do you mean? Fully researched the sugar tax after finding out about it from you at the store other day. Okay, yeah, okay. Don't know why I'm mad at you for it. I don't get the second part. Take a break, have a yeah, bro. Though Kit Kat is not my favorite chocolate. Like in Ireland, I would say like Yorkie probably. I don't know if you have that over there. I'm sorry, bro. No, it's all good, bro. It's all good, bro. Just give me a couple minutes, bro. The only difference most recently is that Trump has been expanding the government. The government under Trump has gotten more powerful and larger. So the citizens of the US are confused. Okay? It just feels infuriating. Doesn't affect me at all, though. I want to, I want to fight it for you. Yeah, see, bro, I don't know where you're from, LS puffin stuff. But the thing is, in Ireland, is that the government is like, the last decade or so, they've just been like very pro health, and then seeing harmful products like alcohol and sugar like a risk to society with diabetes, and it's putting pressure on the hospitals. And they want Ireland to like be a really healthy nation, so they put these taxes and make these sugary drinks and these alcoholic products more expensive, so people will consume less. So people might be look at it and say, hey, the price is a little high, maybe I shouldn't drink, or maybe I shouldn't buy it, or maybe I shouldn't drink so much. And they still make loads of money anyways on the tax. They're not losing out, they're probably making even more money. And I don't agree with it, because in my opinion, I think it should be personal choice and personal freedom. Just because some people abuse alcohol, or abuse sugary drinks and get overweight and obese and get diabetes, doesn't mean that people should have to spend more and have less money. I think it's a very like nanny state controlling thing. And like, I mean, even if it's putting pressure on the hospitals, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, working in a hospital job is a tough job anyways. I mean, do you know what I mean? Like, you're still getting paid very well. So why should you care if the hospitals are overwhelmed? Like, I mean, fuck the hospital staff. Like, let people live their life what they want to do. Like, if you don't like it that the hospitals are full of fucking sick people from alcohol, well then don't sign up to be a fucking doctor then. I just see things more blunt and straightforward, like, and I think it's very controlling. I don't like the government's approach on this move. And I also think like, if fucking alcohol is expensive, right? This is where they contradict each other. If alcohol and sugary drinks are expensive because of they're unhealthy, why the fuck can you get processed meat, like processed chicken nuggets and sausages, really fucking cheap, but organic food is like really expensive? It just doesn't make sense, and that's where they contradict one another in Ireland. I would really like to meet the government face to face and say how they feel. I don't think Irish people should be tolerating this. Anyways, let me read the comments. You're unblocked. Wow, that name. Such a crazy name. Dogs, you were fine. You were not blocked. You can also see your chats. Now, yeah, I can see your chats. Yeah, the Yorkie choc bar with the girls written, with not for girls written on it. Yeah, that used to be like that back in the day, but they got rid of that because nowadays in the 21st century, it's seen as sexist. But like, my mother thought it was funny. She'd laugh at it. Like, she's not so, oh, it's sexist. Like, I remember like there used to be like this place in Bray where they have like a gingerbread man in the window, and I used to buy it sometimes, and it used to say gingerbread man. And guess what? I went there one day, I went back, and it said gingerbread person. And I was like, what the fuck? Really? Really? Is this the kind of society we're living in, that they can't write the word man? Like, they have to put gingerbread person. It makes no fucking sense. Because, like, you have apples, I think lady something in Ireland, I don't know, lady something. And you don't see us men complaining that the word lady is there. It's just ridiculous. The society we're living in is ridiculous. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Yorkie bar, good old days. Yeah, the fact they are trying to control it is awful. I fully agree. Yeah. Like, oh, bro, my favorite drink used to be Mountain Dew. And I remember, like, it was cheap. It was full of sugar. As soon as the government put in the tax The Mountain Dew in Ireland decided to just take out the sugar completely to sell it cheap. To sell it cheaper so they know they'll still make sales. And now it's fucking shit. Now you have to go to an Asian shop and you have to get the imported one from Singapore or the Philippines, bro. They have it here, the imported one, but there's less limited choice because like the no sugar version is everywhere. There's not Asian stores everywhere. You've got to go to specific places and you're paying like 2 times the price because of import costs. So it's a fucking pain in the ass. Like I went and bought like a big bottle of Mountain Dew. It was like a 1.5 liter, and it's not even that big compared to the American ones. It was in an Asian shop, and she turns around and says like 350 or like 450. Like that's just crazy. Like overpriced, you know. Anyways, you wanted me to go live and you block me. Block you where, bro? Because I was trying to go live because you were screaming and shouting and talking over me, you know, bro. I'm just tired, bro, you know. And sometimes, like yesterday, if I don't answer, you just keep ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing. So like, just give me 10 minutes, bro. I'll add you back in, bro. In 10 minutes, bro. Seasons green. It's all humor, people sense of humor. Trump has expanded government intervention ways that can, the Republican. The comments are going really fast. It's really hard to keep up. I do live in governments such as imposing broad tariffs, pressuring private companies. Also, Trump is directing federal agents against political opponents. He's losing political support lately because of high gas prices and high grocery prices. Yeah, there was complaints about it. People were saying like in Ireland, they're especially here, they're taxed out of existence. Like the farmers and stuff, like, you know, the truck drivers are paying crazy fuel prices, and then they had a protest and it got very violent and people got hurt and the streets were shut down and public transport was, you know, was disturbed and people were late to work, and the government were like, okay, we're gonna have to do something because we can't have people getting late to work and traffic being disrupted all the time. The city at a standstill. Like buses were cancelled and everything because of it. But they lowered it, but like they barely lowered it. They only lowered it a little bit. But I'm not sure if the protests are still going on. I don't think so. They might be. I haven't really looked at the news much. Let me read this now. Love the pizza. Sup with pineapple. That's horrible, bro. Hello, my friend. I'm new here. How are you, Jordan? I'm good, bro. How are you? How about pizza? Pineapple pino. I don't know what pino is, bro, but I know pineapple. That's horrible on pizza. Also, Trump is directing federal agencies against political opponents. He's losing political support lately because of high gas prices and high grocery prices. How is everyone? I'm good. How are you? Dogs, you were all good. We'll see you on the... Thank you for sharing your time. Season's greetings instead of Merry Christmas annoyed me more. She's not making sense of things. You're saying you wanted me to go live, but then you blocked me. No, I wanted you to go live. Everything was all good, and then I don't know. You just got some more liquor into you and more, and then you just got really, really loud. I couldn't even get a word in. You were just screaming, and you know, like, look, we all fuck up. We all make mistakes. I just want a little break, bro. Can you speak Gaelic, sir? A little bit, not too much, bro. Yeah, like, you know, we all need a break now and again in general with everybody. Like if you have a good friend and you're meeting him all the time, like, you know, you need a break from people. Like, even sometimes with my mother, I need a break from my mother. I meet her sometimes and then I start meeting her too much and then I need a break. It's the same if you have a girlfriend, you have a wife. You can't be around the same person every single day, like, all the time in your life. Like, I mean, you have to take a break somewhat now and again, like, you know. Just like people need to take a break from me. I don't expect people to be with me every single day. Like, that's just crazy. It's like eating the same food every single day. You'll just get bored of it, you know what I mean? Life is good. You do what you want, Sean. Oh, live. Yeah, true. I think you might, by the end of the month. Yeah, bro, I'm doing pretty well, bro. My friends don't bother with me because I'm always working and playing football. How's she cutting, lad? Good, bro. Conjoined twins agree. What do you mean 480 conjoined twins? Poke my home means kiss my ass and gay men McGlone. I don't even think that even is a word. I think someone must have made that up. But the first one is one, yeah. Counterfeit money. What do you mean by that, bro? I could eat porridge oats every day. I love it. Yeah, I guess, bro. I guess. But for me, everybody's different. I couldn't eat the same thing every day. Like sometimes I have bacon in the morning. Maybe sometimes I might have pudding. Then I might have this thing from Aldi called shredded oats. Then I might have boiled eggs and toast. Like I like to switch it up, like, you know. Chill, bro. Eh? You have a nice accent. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, bro. I think the Irish accent is by far better than the English accent. Like, you know, like I don't know, but I just think the English accent is just very plain and very simple. Sometimes boring, but the Irish accent has more kind of character to it, and like they sound more happier. They sound like they're kind of singing when they're talking, and the tone sounds like more sexier, if you know what I mean. Maybe some people might disagree, and that's okay. You can have that opinion. Like I would much prefer like a really cute girl with like a really nice Irish accent than just a plain English accent. Like it's gay, just to make gains. Dog, UGA dogs. Look, just give me 5 minutes, brother. I'll let you back in a minute, bro. Let me see, can I add you now? Is there a way? I'm having a look for you, bro. I think I might have to restart the live to do this, bro. And I don't want to do that right now. Coddle growing up, did your parents make that stew? Do you know how to make it? Is it good? Yeah, it's a very Irish thing. No, I never did, bro. It's a very Dublin thing. Like back in maybe the 90s, 80s, people would have used it a lot. No, I never did, bro. But when I was in prison for 2 months, they had it there sometimes, and I don't like it, bro. I don't like it. No, Irish is a great accent. Oh, the world keep me. No worries, bro. Where are you walking, lad? I'm walking just around, like just near the beach, just kind of doing laps, going in circles, like nowhere in particular, just to get exercise and to get out of the house. But I will probably go to the Chinese and get the spice bag that everybody was on about. If you want to see what that looks like. Is marijuana legal? No, bro, but people just do it anyways. It's really easy to get. In the city, it's just like getting a can of Coke, bro. Drugs are everywhere, even though they're illegal. Getting crack is like getting a can of Coke from the shop in Dublin City. It's getting heroin. It's crazy. Like, unfortunately, that's just the way it is in a lot of cities, isn't it? But out here, like, I wouldn't know where to go to get weed. I'd have to ask somebody to know someone, like, you know. I'm sure there'll be someone that knows someone, but you wouldn't get it as quick as you would in the city. In the city, you can get everything. And I just bought me a treadmill, lose weight. Okay, babe, yeah, I'm good. What's a spice bag? Do you have spice bag in the UK as well, bro? It's a shredded chicken with batter on it, with salt and chili on it, and then like chips. I don't know, maybe you're from America. If you don't know what chips is, fries, like French fries, yeah? With salt and chili on it, and then it comes with peppers in it. Or peppers and onions. But the last time I got it without the onions because I don't like onions, bro. Going to see you. You too. Dumb question is that. It's hashish all over Ireland. How much is it? The last time like I got it, I haven't done it for like. I haven't bought it for like years. It was like 25. You get like about 3 or 4 joints. If you roll them smaller, you might get 5, but roughly about 3 or 4 joints for 25. Or you can get like a 50 bag. I think that's like double the amount of joints. I think. I don't know, because I never really bought 50 bags. Normally the 25. Because I never really smoked a lot, if you know what I mean. But there was a time when I was 17, or not 17, 15 and 16, where I was doing it like nearly every day. But those days are long gone. Still in hospital for my wrist. Wow. Hope you get better soon. I don't know, probably double, but yeah, it is expensive. Obviously, because like the risk I get, it's illegal, so they're gonna make it expensive. They need to make it worth their time. They need to make the money, the profit from it overweigh the risk. So I think if it was legal, it'd probably be a lot cheaper. Yeah. Apparently in Amsterdam, like it's really cheap because it's illegal. Coddle's a Dublin stew, bacon, potatoes. Yeah, I hate coddle. It's horrible. Even though I'm Ireland and I'm from here, and it's an Irish thing. Did they river dance and other Irish dance there in Ireland? There's an Irish dance. I don't know about river dance. What is that, bro? Rock baby, no worries. What's the hospital? Bro, my friend made a show of me in the chat. Remember that guy Bogdan? Human Help. Do you remember Bogdan, the guy from Belarus? Love you, you too. I just can't do like the talking over one another. I can't do that. I can't do that. This is a pretty cool van. I'm gonna read some of the stuff what it says on it. Refined cycling off road. Oh, smoky Tennessee whiskey. I've never heard of that. It must be a whiskey from Tennessee. Yeti. I've heard of that. I think it's like a car brand thing. I remember playing a PS3 game back in the day, and I think they had Yeti. Sports Car Club of America. Never heard of that. Haters Island, never heard that. Supercross, I've heard of that. It's like dirt bikes, yeah. Giant Loop, Drive USA. Basic Wheels, Dirt Co. Biker stickers, yeah. Sorry, I was just reading the stickers on this. Is this yours, is it? Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. Dog Tires Skate Park, Georgia. Never heard of that. Bob Head, Road Skin, Motorcycle Wear, Outer Banks, Oxby X, North Carolina. Never heard of that. Pennsylvania, February 2nd. I don't know. The Essential Grey, yeah. Apparently, I said. I'm looking at this, is that yours? You said no, it's the guy next door, because people will be suspicious around here. They might be trying to like plan to do something bad. So I'm just letting them know, like if he thinks anything, I'm just having a look. Detroit. Oh, that's really cool. Deadwood. Roadkill from the UK. Life is Better. Clater Lake Skate Park. Fort Abraham Lincoln Skate Park. That person must have an obsession with America. They must be American, or maybe they lived there or something for a while. That's pretty cool. Mount Rushmore National Memorial. Yeti isn't an adventure and camping cooler company. It's based in Austin, Texas. Ice chests for keeping food. Yeah, I noticed like every sticker there is American, yeah, but there was one of them that had like a UK flag. What happened with Bogdan? Okay, I'll tell you what happened with Bogdan. Yes, remember the guy from Belarus? Yeah, the guy that got attacked, you remember? Looks like a nice area, that. Yeah, it is. Beautiful Russia. Just Adam Sean. He's being annoying, homie. But then I have to end the whole fucking stream, bro. What car is that? Looks weird. Okay. Now I gotta go back. No, I don't want to go back. She's gonna think like, what the hell's wrong with this guy? Is he a thief? Maybe I'll come back after, bro. I see it there all the time. Don't worry, you'll see it again. But no, Bogdan was in the Chinese restaurant. Like, he has ADHD's impulse of my local when we were walking. He bought some vodka. And then he's like, oh, Chinese restaurant. Oh, bro. Oh, I'd love a Chinese right now. And then he runs in and he's like, can I get chicken balls with chips? And like 13, blah, blah, blah. The money. They were saying how much it costs. He's like, oh, I don't have that. And he's like, Sean, do you have any money? I'll give it back to you. I'll give it back to you. That's what he was like. And I was like, I only have a limited amount. I don't have much, like, bro. And you're wasting your money. Just eat at home, bro, you know. And he's just like, I said, if it's gonna make you broke and you don't have savings, it's not worth it, bro. I was like, oh, but I really need it. I love Chinese. I was like, okay. And then he goes in and then he says, okay, can I just get the chicken balls then, because I can't afford the chips. And then she's like, $9.50. He's like, oh, do you have any money in your Revolut? Can you send me? I was like, bro, just look, if you don't have enough money, don't be ordering food from here. Let's just go. You could tell the woman didn't want to let him off, because it wasn't like it was 10 or 20 cents. Like, it was like €2 or €3. And like, she didn't really want to like turn him away and sound like a dick, because she knows me and I've been there a couple of times. I was like, man, just leave it, bro. And he wouldn't listen. He just does what he wants to do. He never listens. And she basically just gave it to him. But I could tell on her face she didn't want to give it to him. I could tell she was pissed off. So now I'm kind of nervous to go back, because guilty by association, if that makes sense. Because I seen the woman when I was walking past, the same woman that was serving us was there today. And you know what else? To even add it to make it worse, he was like, oh, can I get a fork? Okay, here's a fork. I mean, bitch, you're getting fucking €2 or €3 off and now you want a fucking fork? And then he's like, oh, can I get a tissue now? And it's like, for fuck's sake. You know what I mean? Should I have ever eaten boxy or dish? You never even heard of it. Make pals with the owner, tell him what you're doing. Take you camping with him. He might, bro. Maybe one day I could do that. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he causes like drama, like absolute drama. Like, if that makes sense. Like, if you don't have the fucking money, don't be fucking eating there. Hope you're alright. Like if I go in there, I might say, look, sorry about my friend. Do you want me to pay the remaining? And then she's probably like, nah, fuck it, forget it. She probably doesn't remember how much it was exactly. And how would you even know? What the hell? Bro, I'm not trying to be funny, but when you see a guy that looks Arab with a fucking backpack running, you think the worst of the worst, bro. Like, he's did something like... He looked so random, bro. I'm gonna go back to the car for you, bro, because the woman is gone. Toyota. I'll show you. Like, did this guy just stab someone down the street and now he's running towards me to stab me? Like, it just looked really crazy. Like, he just had a beard. He looked Arab. It was hard to tell. He had a cap on. You couldn't see his face clear, and he's just there with a big bag, just running. Like it doesn't make sense. Like, in the city, you'd probably think, oh, he's probably running for a bus, because the bus is about to take off. But like in a quiet area near the beach, I'm like, that's very weird. Like, if he had shorts on and he had running gear, like he had Asics shoes and he was dressed like a jogger and he didn't have the big backpack, I'd be like, okay, but the backpack looks crazy. Like, it doesn't make sense. But like, maybe he has weights and that and he's trying to get fit, Bro, these cars as well, the Land Rover Defenders, bro, I love them. I love them, bro. It's 2008. Kind of old, but still in perfect condition and still lovely. I love them, bro. I think it would look better in maybe black. No, but it's actually nice and grey as well, bro. To or from work. It was just looked really random. It's not something you'd see. Like you just wouldn't know nowadays. Like what's happening in Ireland with the emigration and the stuff in the news and everything. You just wouldn't even know. You just wouldn't know. But I don't think that happened. But it looks like something like that could happen. I don't blame people for thinking like that because that's how it looks. Bro, like I remember one time I was on the Lewis in Dublin. This guy got on in a fucking long white dress with the cap on, dressed like a Muslim, sat down really close to me, had a fucking black backpack on the floor, and I was like, my life is over. And like I didn't want to move because like he might get like, you know, offended, and my mother would be like, I was with my mother at the time, she's like, Sean, come back. And I'd be like, no, come up here. And then he'll know, he'd be like, oh, is it because of me? But she should have just followed me anyway. She wouldn't be the person that would just follow me anyway. She'd be the person that'd be like, no, come back. Where are you going? And we were squashed in like sardines. It was, I think it was impossible to move anyways. I couldn't really move if I tried, you know? And I was like, oh my God, this guy might just have a bomb in that bag. Like, I mean, he's wearing like a long white dress, a cap, and he has a fucking black backpack, and he's brown Arab, and he has a big long black beard. And I was like, fucking hell. Like, I was so fucking scared and on edge, like, and nothing actually happened. I think he was probably coming back from a mosque, and maybe he had the Quran in there. Maybe he had like some lunch in there, in a lunchbox. Like you just wouldn't know. But that's just how it looks, you know. In real life, we know that you're very curious. Seeing you be very kind, yeah. Every terrorist is Muslim. Not necessarily. I mean, the terrorist that killed all the Muslims in the mosque in New Zealand, he was white, you know. He was Christian. But I wouldn't say every terrorist is a Muslim, but I would say most terrorists are Muslim. That's what I would say. Like 99 something percent. Not every. Could just be my phone. Okay, do you know how we'll know if it's your phone? If other people say, if other people tell me, bro, should I apologize on his behalf? Because I had to do that in a place called Bray Bowl, where they have bowling and snooker and pool, and slot machines. I had to apologize on his behalf because he was doing something dumb there as well. He was doing something dumb there as well. We were putting like 20 cents in, and then the coins go in, and then it gets pushed back, and then you have to try and get like the $5 note out. And like he got annoyed and started like banging the machine and made an absolute show of me. And there was like a Filipino guy working there. And then I went there a couple of days later and was worried that I might be refused entry because of guilty by association. And I went up to the guy and I said, listen, sorry about that guy. I said, I'm really sorry, but you know, when he drinks, he can just get out of line. I hope that I'm not banned or anything. I apologize. And he says, no, it's okay. You know, it's all good. You know, I said, I'm going to reduce contact with him, or not hang around with him, or not bring him here again. And then because I was nice to him, what did he do? He gave me like a load of free tickets. So I was able to, because when you play the games, the more games you play, the more points you get, the more you do well in the game. You get tickets. They start coming out of the bottom of the machine. They're like paper tickets. You can exchange them and you can get like sweets or toys, or if you get loads and loads, you can get a PS5. So I just got some sweets. So I was being nice, and then he was nice back. But Do you know, like, Bogdan was out of line in that Chinese restaurant, like, and I feel like a scumbag going in there because, like, the way they look at it, like, your friend's an asshole, you're probably an asshole too. That was good. You were looking out for service workers who you regularly see. Yeah. I don't know if I should apologise. Like, I kind of want to, but at the same time, why should I have to? And she's probably even forgotten about it by now, and then you're bringing it up, and then it just looks like, why do you even care, you know? Drishreen. No, I haven't. I don't know if you're talking about black pudding, maybe. That's what you might be talking about. Because I've had black pudding loads of times. I wouldn't apologise, Sean, if it was me. Okay, let's ask everyone else's opinion. Would you guys apologise if it was you? I just feel like that maybe I'm just overthinking it and maybe she's not thinking that at all. But I'm thinking that she's thinking, oh, here's Sean again. He was hanging out with an absolute asshole. He must be an asshole too. So I'm thinking if I apologise, I'm proving to her that I'm a good guy and I'm better than him. Like, I don't think I'm better than anybody, but I'm better than his behaviour. You know, that's a better way to word it, like. Well, yeah, that's very true, Max, because I remember when I was up at the counter, I was saying, like, bro, just leave it. Like, come on, if you don't have money, if you don't have enough money, just leave it. So I already proved that I was being respectful and doing the right thing, and she was there and she's seen me saying that. Like, if I was her, I would have just, like, she chose to still give him the food. I mean, if I was her, I would have just said, no, you don't have enough money, I can't give it to you. The price is the price, it's a fixed price. And I would have just walked away. I mean, 2 or 3 quid is a bit too much to be asking off, but if it's like 10 or 20 cents, I would still give it to them. I mean, he's not fucking starving, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like he's homeless, like, he's clean, he's well dressed, he's buying vodka. Like, if you can afford fucking vodka, you should be able to afford a Chinese, bro. See, that's what happens with people with alcohol that have alcohol problems. They pick the fucking alcohol over anything, and then they can't afford the food. Exactly. I might just feel it out, Sean. Next time we go on there, see him off, or if they break up, mention it that you didn't know. I'm just gonna behave like that. I'm going in right now, and I'll know as soon as I get in. Like, if she looks at me like kind of annoyed, I'll say sorry about my friend the last time. He's just an idiot, like. But should I say, will I repay the money? But no, I don't think that's too far. He should repay it. Why should I have to pay someone else's fucking debt? No, fuck that. But I could apologise for him. I don't know. I can't even make up my mind. Usually I can make up my mind on things, but I can't make up my mind. Like, it depends how I get looked at. It depends how I get looked at. I'll probably know in the first few seconds. I understand both sides. Like, Max's side, I understand human help side. I think both of them are right in their own ways. Like, hi, Howard. No, not yet. I just wanted to order now, if you don't mind. Thanks. Could I get the spice bag? Is that just like chicken and salt and chili? Is that what it is? Yeah, could I get that? But what vegetables are in there? Do you know? Like, could I get it without the onions, please?
What?
Could I get it without the onions?
Okay.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah. That's everything. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Card. Thanks. I'm gonna stand outside for a sec. No, she didn't seem off, like. So I didn't really want to apologise because it's like you're bringing something up that she probably doesn't even care about. I mean, at the end of the day, she's just working there. She's still getting paid. She's not the owner. The owners are Chinese, like, she's an Irish woman. She's just working there. So I don't really think it affects her anyways, like. Yeah, it could have been nice to just, like, say, oh, look, I'm sorry, like, just so you're a considerate, respectful person. But, you know, like, sometimes it's hard to make up my mind, but I thought to myself, look, if she looks at you funny, then I'd apologise. But she didn't look at me funny, so I thought there was no need. Yeah, she deals with it daily, yeah. And like another thing, Max, as well, like I do agree with you when you remember you were agreeing with me when I was saying, like, look, I already said, like, come on, man, leave it, like, and he wouldn't listen. So I've already showed already that I'm a considerate person. Like, I already have. I didn't just stand there and just allow it. I was like, man, just come on, bro, just leave it. If you don't have enough money, don't be ordering. And I said that in front of her. So I've already really showed I'm a considerate person. He chose to just say, bro, come on, I want it. I want the food. So he chose to be the dickhead. So fuck him, bro. Yeah, bro. If I'd stood there and said nothing and just thought it was okay, then I would be definitely going back and apologising. I don't really think, like, I don't think an apology is necessary, but there's no harm in doing it, but I don't think it's necessary. So, fuck it. No, you're good, to be honest. Yeah, bro. Look, when I get home, I'm going to do a live. I'm going to show him the spice bag, the American. I'm just going to apologise. I'm going to say, look, I'm sorry. He might not even answer the phone. He's probably drunk asleep, like. That guy in that nail salon is looking at me really fucking weird, bro. He's a fucking weirdo, bro. That Chinese guy. I don't know if you guys were here on the stream the last time. He was like smoking something, bro. Like an object. And I said, what's that, bro? I've never seen that. I thought it was like a Chinese traditional thing that they smoke. It was like a big, huge wooden kind of stick. And he just ignored me. He just he just ignored me. And now I'm just standing outside here. It's the nail and spa salon. And he's just like, I don't know, he's doing some massage to somebody's feet or something in there. And he's like giving me funny looks. He keeps looking at me and smiling. He's wearing a mask, but you can tell he's smiling because of his eyes. Like, and he's just being a weirdo. Like, so that's why I've moved away. I don't want him to do that to me anymore. Here.
No, I will.
He's a weirdo, bro. Do you fancy me or something, bro? Why the fuck are you looking at me and smiling, bro? The fucking Chinese guy in there, bro. And he's making it like proper obvious as well, like. Or maybe I was fucking drunk or something walking past. He's like, there's that drunk guy that was stumbling. Maybe that's what he's thinking. Maybe I don't remember.
What's your address? No, I'll just get your phone number.
Yeah, he starts using his tongue and his jaw on run.
Yeah. Open the leg.
Yeah, it is.
The names of that. I don't have any duck rolls, sorry, look. I have spring rolls or red rolls. It's a pork roll. Yeah. Rice and chips. Yeah. Two, three, four. Yeah. Yeah.
Sean, do you feel like you're ready for a sugar burger on less than 3 weeks away? Yeah, I feel like I'm ready, yeah.
Yeah.
Sean, where are you at? Chinese, bro. Busy now.
Do you want rice and chips with that? Is that everything? Yeah, about 45, 50 minutes, okay? Take care, enjoy those, bye bye. Bye, no bitch.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go, eh?
Thanks.
Take care.
You too. Here, guys, I didn't really want to be talking on the phone in the waiting room because they might not like that. They might think, hey, why are you recording? Like, or like, it just looks weird. Like, it's not really like the norm in Ireland. Like, it's more of the norm in America. Like, America's more busy and people like don't pay attention. Like, you know, like my friend from Chicago Tiger, like people don't pay attention when he's streaming because it's so busy. But in places like here where it's quiet, like people are like, oh, I wonder what he's doing. That's not normal. Why is he talking to his phone? Who's there? He doesn't even have the phone up to his ear. It's a Chinese place and they actually put way too much food in the bag. I have to hold it in my arm because it looks like it's going to fall out. It looks like they spoiled me, which is good. You can't complain when you get too much food. It's better than getting too little, you know. Just ordered the spice bag, yeah. I was like, what the hell? Where'd the stream gone? Oh, sorry, bro. Yeah, you went to the off license and stream was gone. I think I just fucking forgot, bro. I got drunk and I forgot. Max is gonna come back, or maybe I thought maybe you're drunk and you fell asleep and you forgot to come back. I don't know which one, bro. I can't even remember. Sorry about that, bro. Bro, I should this fucking thing. Lucky. Fuck it, yeah. Bro, you can always text me through the YouTube comments if that happens, bro. And say, like, where's the stream at? Where are you? Are you going to go back live? I'm at the off license. Or, sorry, I'm back from the off license. And if I see it, I'll respond. Usually I do see it. Straight away it comes up when someone leaves a comment on one of my videos. That looks tasty, sure. Yeah. Chips. Bro, because I was talking about spice bag, the last time I had a spice bag, I was so fucking drunk that day, bro. I was fucking stumbling up the road. I have after just finishing a shot of Hennessy from the bar. And like, it was enjoyable as fuck, but it's more enjoyable when you're sober because, like, I fell asleep and didn't even get to eat it all, bro. and then woke up the next morning and some of it was cold. So I think food is better when you're sober. It can be fun when drunk too, food, but not like when you're super drunk and you're just about to pass out. It's all good. You can smell it through the phone, yeah. Bro, it smells fucking delicious. It's like fucking sex, bro. Yeah, so you're not the stupid drunk American, bro. It's just like it was getting out of hand, bro. Because I think you weren't paying attention and maybe you had the volume down or something. You didn't realize, but we kept talking over one another, bro. And like, people are gonna, like, I don't know, maybe unsubscribe if that happens. Or they're gonna get mad and leave, like. But look, I'm nearly home now. I'm gonna end the live now. I'm gonna start a new live in exactly like 1 minute. Because I need to add you from America. I need to add you, bro, and show you the spice bag properly. So I'm gonna end the live, and then when I go up the stairs, I'm gonna make a new one.